Okay, new video. It is currently Tuesday. We're going over a couple new stocks, and we're going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. So drop down below what kind of stocks you want to see me do TA on. We're not going to go crazy into the technical analysis, but rather do something that's very easy to comprehend and understand where the stock may be heading. So if you do enjoy these type of videos, hit the like, hit the sub, and now we're going to start this off looking at LMND stock. So looking at the daily, we're going to draw the trend line over here, and we're seeing a very big pendant in the makings. So the stock is going to start currently, the stock is coiling to a very good breakout point. And as we get close to the earnings, if we see a nice pop upwards and break out of this resistance, we could see a nice spike in price action, because we're seeing a lot of coiling happening over here. And as it gets tighter and tighter, we're going to get a pop sooner or later. Could it pop upwards? Yes, but it could also go downwards. So depending on how the earnings go, you might want to wait until the earnings to get the news on the stock before you make a play on this. But if we do get a break before earnings, we could see a quick spike in price action. But I would sell it very quick and wait until the earnings to make a play on it. Currently, we could see a nice run up to the 115, which is the previous resistant line, where it broke downwards again. But, it's a very good play. And to be honest, all you have to really do is wait for earnings and see how the numbers are looking for LMND stock. And if we're going to get that bull rally after it, and it all depends on what kind of news you're giving out. But looking at the price, we've been coming down, consolidating, and now we're getting to a very critical point where this stock is going to be make or break. And honestly, I think we might see a nice pop to the upside. So keep an eye out for LMND. And that's going to lead us to the next one, looking at plug. So the daily chart doesn't show much. So going into the 4-hour, here's what we're seeing. And we're trying to break out of this ascending triangle. So right now we have a resistance around the $35 level, and we're making higher lows over here. So what do I expect to happen? Well, we're testing this for the 4th time, and we got rejected again. So if we have a candle that closes above both these MAs of 50 and 20 and below this support line over here, I'm going to short the stock because I think it's going to come downwards and consolidate a bit before its earnings. But if we finally get that break and close above this $35 level, we could see a nice rally, possibly into $37. But do I want to play plug earnings? Hell no. So short term, I think the stock, could make a quick technical play on whether or not it breaks out of its ascending triangle, or if it breaks below this support line over here. And it could head down until earnings, and then it's all up to game from there. Now we're going to go into the next one, and that's going to be SBUX. What I'm liking about SBUX is looking at this trend line over here. I'm going to hit the daily real quick. We tried to break out of it for the 3rd time today, but we did get rejected. So a lot of buyers are still indecisive on whether or not the stock is going to go up or down. And as we head into earnings tomorrow, we're most likely going to get that answer. So if it's good news, we could see a good rally upwards to the previous high, which was 120, and then a breakout from there would take us to all-time highs. So keep a lookout for SBUX. I think it's possible they might have really good earnings, especially because I still see the huge lines when I go to SBUX, and people are still buying even though the prices are going upwards. So keep an eye out for it. But the next one is going to be, let's see right here, it is NIO. And right now, we got rejected by the SMA line. As you guys can see, we try to break above it. And I'm surprised this hasn't really rallied more than what I expected it to do. I think it's more, the price action we're seeing is more relative to the market rather than to Tesla's run. And because of that, earnings is going to be very telling on where the stock is going to go. But if I think this was following Tesla right now, we'd be probably above this $45 level, heading towards this previous high over here of 55.14. So keep an eye out for earnings. Right now, just draw a trend over here of what we're seeing. And, we did not close below the support here, but we are seeing a current trend, and it's heading upwards. So let's see if we break out of this tomorrow. It continues to rally upwards as we get into earnings. But I did expect now to be on a better run. And unfortunately, it's down almost 3% today. I don't know what's going on, possibly because it's a Chinese stock, but I'm very uncertain about the stock. It's something to look out for. Okay, now the last one is going to be Facebook, and this one just got utterly destroyed, but that's fine. We like Facebook around the $300 levels because it's a buy. It's a no-brainer at this point. And looking at the 1 day chart, what we're seeing right now is just carnage. Nah, but seriously, let's get into the drawings, and we could see a possible resistance around this level here. As you guys see, we got rejected right here. We left a big gap that needs to be filled, and I do think Facebook is going to get a rebound, and that is because of the news tomorrow where Zuckerberg is going to talk about a lot of information regarding Facebook, the metaverse, and possibly future plans with it. And usually these pump the stock a lot, and the current buyback that's also going to be happening. So I think it's a really good time to go long on Facebook. Looking at the 4-hour chart, what could we expect coming tomorrow? Possible retest on the 309 level for a double bottom. And then I want to see a close above the 317 and even a close above the 322. Then it's going to be a pretty much long where we test the resistance. And if we break out of it, it's going to be pretty much clear skies on Facebook. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. A lot of this analysis is based off of price action and not fundamentals and what the overall market is doing. So even though a stock could break out, if the market goes under the bed, don't expect the stock to do what it was going to do with TA. It possibly go down as well with the market. So always mitigate your risk. And if you enjoy this type of video, hit the like, hit the sub, and drop down below what stock you want to see me do TA on. That being said, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.